Hey guys, someone I follow actually made a post today about needing someone to volunteer to make a video for her and answer some questions about a certain subject, and I told her, absolutely, like I would love to do that for you. So here's the video for her. She told me to start out with some simple, start like my name, age, that, whatnot. Um, my name is Samantha. I'm 20 years old. I'm currently single. My sexual orientation is lesbian. I do like females. They make me happy. It's wonderful. Anyway, I'm from Ohio, so kind of a few states away, I'm sure. The questions she told me to wanted me to ask were: one, what do you believe is sexual abuse? Sexual abuse to me is forcefully pushing yourself onto somebody, whether it just be simply kissing or holding someone's hands or wrapping your arm around their waist. If you're forcefully doing it and you're not letting them have a say in what it is, that's not okay. You can't make someone give you that type of attention. That's not fair to them, or it's not okay. It's pushing something onto somebody who doesn't want that, and that's not right at all. I've had it done to me, and it's not fun. But they have, the other person also has to know that it's not okay for them to be treated like that either. Two, if you saw a woman hit a man, what would you consider that to be? That's physical abuse. Whether a man hits a woman or a woman hits a man, if a woman can swing on a man first, if she hits him first, that's still abuse. That's still physical abuse. If you saw a man hit a woman, that's physical abuse. That's abuse, no matter what way you look at it, no matter from what like point of view it is. It's abuse, no matter what. Abuse is abuse. Hitting someone is hitting someone. It's not doesn't is based on gender or the age of somebody. Abuse is abuse, and abuse is something you don't fuck around with. Pardon my language, but it's true. Have you or who know someone you know ever been a victim of sexual violence? I actually personally have been a victim of sexual violence. Yes. I won't go into detail about it, but I have been through a lot. I've been, held against my will. I've been, told to do something and I had to do it, or things would get worse. So, yes, I have been part of sexual violence, and it's not a fun experience. It's not something, anyone would want to go through. I wouldn't want anyone to go through it in the first place. Because I feel like, I don't know, it's traumatizing for some people. Like, I still have nightmares about that night. Like, I wake up screaming sometimes in a cold sweat. Like, it's an experience, and it'll change your life forever, and it can really cause a lot of damage to people for a long time, because sometimes people don't know how to let go. And I'm kind of one of those people, but kind of not, depending on how you look at it. And then, oh, hold on. Oh, okay. See a man yelling at a woman. Well, it would depend, really, because my dad yells at me, but that's different. But, like, if I saw, like, a couple fighting and the man yelling at her excessively, like, calling her a bunch of names and saying things just not needed, then I consider that verbal abuse. That's out of, you saying things out of line, but it just depends on to the extent of the yelling is what I would have to consider it as. Because, I don't know, yelling has a lot of different meanings. Like, you can yell at someone joking around, you can yell at someone and not be harmful, but there's sometimes when you hear someone yell, you know that something's truly, wrong. Um, if you see a woman yelling at a man, same thing. It's still, depending on how she's yelling at him, about what, where at, like, it all just depends on, like, the situation to the extent of which it happens. But either way, whether a man's yelling at a woman or a woman's yelling at a man, it's still verbal abuse either way if it gets to that point. So, yeah. That's actually all she asked me to answer. I hope this was helpful for you, and I'm glad I could help you, and Abuse is abuse no matter what way you look at it, no matter what gender, what color, what race, what ethnicity, no matter what it is. Abuse is abuse, and you can't mess around with that. You can't put someone through that, because that can change someone's life forever, and you can seriously hurt someone by messing around with abuse, whether it be physical, sexual, or emotional, verbal, any of it. Like, it's a very, very important issue that our society doesn't really pay much attention to, because we have all these suicides from people bullying kids over the internet, face to face. Like, we don't understand how abuse can slowly kill. It's slowly going to kill off so much. Like, it's going to change a lot if we don't just stop and take a second to realize that we can change it. We just have to take the time to do it. But that's it. Hope this helped you. Bye, guys.